All right, Coach Bronson coming to you from the dungeon once again. Today we're talking about the training log, the training notebook. This isn't just about Olympic weightlifting. I'm going to use those terms, but this is for everybody who touches a barbell or does any type of training whatsoever. You have to write down what you're doing. That means sets, reps, weight, and obviously the exercise that you're doing. You can make notes in there. You can write a diary if you want. You can say, I felt great this day, I slept poorly, this and that. Or you can only write, the very important things. Or you can write nothing at all besides what actually you did. But you have to write down what you did. Making progress in strength training is actually really easy. All you have to do is do a little bit more than you did the last time. And obviously the better you get, that gets harder and harder. But it's a lot harder to make progress if you don't even know what you have to beat. If I know last week I did 3 sets of 5 at 100 kilos, well then I know that I have 3 options. I can either do more weight, which would probably be the first route. That means all I have to do is 3 sets of 5 at 101 kilos. To be honest, I could do 2 sets of 5 at 100 and 1 set of 5 at 101, and that would be progress. That's fine. If that's all you've got that day, just do 1 kilo more on one exercise. It doesn't have to be these huge changes. But maybe do all 3 sets of 5 at 101. Or you could do 3 sets of 6 at 100, right? That would be 1 more rep per set, that's progress. Or you could do 4 sets of 5 at 100, that's 1 more set. Any of those things, changing any variable to make more progress is progress. And it's impossible to not make progress over time if you do something more than you did last time. I advocate for doing as small of an increase in weight as you can every single week, provided that your starting point is actually high enough in the first place to be a real training effect. But you can do any one of these, right? If you're looking more for muscle growth than you are for strength gains, then maybe you would increase the volume. Volume meaning the total number of reps. It's not sets times reps times weight, as everybody's trying to tell you. It's not. It's just the total number of reps you do. So you can increase the number of reps you do, whether by doing more sets or doing more reps per set. If you're looking for more of a hypertrophy increase, or if you're looking for strength gains, I would probably look at the weight on the bar first and do more every single week. But you have to write it down so that you know what you have to beat next week. Because bottom line, 100 kilos is always going to feel hard, right? If 100 kilos was challenging last week, it's going to be just as challenging this week. So just do 101 because it won't feel like much more. But if you do 52 weeks in a row, 1 year of 1 more kilo, that's 52 kilos in a year. That's a huge gain. And the chances are that you'll actually make 1 kilo a week progress 52 weeks in a row, especially if you're actually someone who's been lifting weights for a while. That's pretty low. You're probably not actually going to do that, but you have to at least try. So put more weight on the bar than you did last week, and that starts with writing it down. Sets, reps, weight, and that way you know what you have to beat. Side note, put it in a freaking notebook. Don't put it in your phone. Like, if it's in your phone, and there's probably athletes who are better than me who are putting their notes in their phone, and that's fine if it's working for them. But all I'm saying is, if I see you putting your exercises in your phone, I know you're not serious about training. At least you're more serious about training than the person who's not putting it anywhere at all. But it's not that hard to just write it down in a notebook. That way you don't have to bring your phone into the equation. You're not likely to get distracted and accidentally scroll Instagram for 30 minutes before your next set. Just write it in a notebook. And there's something more powerful about actually putting pen or pencil to paper and writing it down. I think that changes the neural pathways in your brain. But now I'm just rambling, and that's probably not quantifiable in the first place. So that's all I have to say. Write your freaking training down. It's not that hard. Done. So this is a Tuesday morning. This is not scheduled training, but sometimes if I don't have anything better to do, I'll go front squat in the morning. Notice I'm keeping a pause in there to keep it really light, and I have straps on the bar. I'm strapped in to hopefully work on my front rack position because it's been kind of crap lately. So just working up to 160 for 1 set. No sets and reps. It's just this 1 single just to get my front squat moving for the day and hopefully prime me up for later. Definitely not recovery, because it still takes something out of you, but just enough to get me moving for later on in the day. After this, I did 3 sets of back extensions and abs, and then I did some recovery stuff, and I'll get ready for the afternoon session today.